Howdy folks, it's Tall Turtle here, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. We are doing leg 2 of the C2 something, I forgot what the bush trip is called. Sea to Desert or something. Normally we have our introduction page, but I am jumping right into leg 2 after doing leg 1 in the previous video. Even though it's a different day for you, it's the next moment in real life for me, which is why our aircraft is in the middle of the runway off to the side. If you recall, we had the worst approach I have ever done in Flight Simulator in like 15 years. So those of you who saw that, thank you for believing in me and coming back. Those of you who didn't see it, don't worry about it. Just start with this one. Alrighty, so this is leg 2. I think it's about 22 minutes or so. I can't remember. Let's hop inside. And it is 20 minutes, which will take us longer than that. There's no airport. How come there's no airport picture? Huh. Okay. Whatever. We'll get to that in a second. Let's come down here and let's do repair and refuel. Watch the fuel go up. Maybe it's that one. Okay. Control R for me. Have it mapped. We're headed to what? YHAW. Yankee Hotel Alpha Whiskey, which is not going to show up until we get closer. That's fine. Alright. We talked about this in the previous leg. And that's the navigation aspect. So sometimes we do it by the book with heading and timing with the stopwatch. Other times we do it by the book but use autopilot just so we can read and look outside with the heading bug. But sometimes, like today, we are going to use GPS because it's available. We don't usually use GPS. Maybe 1 out of every 15, 20 times we'll use GPS. We did it last time though. We're going to do it this time just because we can. And we have nothing to prove to anybody. We've done it all different ways, all different times. There's no wrong way if you use the tools available to you. So, that being said, what are we doing? Where are we going? Well, 6 minutes away from here is the Dutchman's Stern. After lifting into the sky again, set a course to the northeast, flying over rolling grasslands and then passing into the first of the Flinders Range of mountains. Then reach the Dutchman's Stern, a mountain that stands 2,600 feet above sea level. That is 6 minutes out. Alrighty, so we need to set up our autopilot. We are going to use a GPS. We just hit nav because the purple line is already there. And then we are going to go, for this one, we're going to go 4,000 feet so that we stay 1,000 feet above that peak. And we're going to go up 800 feet per minute. There we go. Very, very simple. I think we're going to back taxi out of here though, because we aren't in a good position for takeoff. Although that is a pretty long runway, but we're going to back taxi anyway. Yes, this HUD is on when you use the chase camera or whatever they call it in the simulator. The HUD is always on in the bush trips. It's like a mini game where everything's locked out. You can turn this HUD off and flee for a free flight. However, and I normally do. Do we need this entire runway? Yeah, we're going to start back here anyway, although I'm sure we only need half of it, but we're going to go all the way back here. And then we'll turn around, we'll take off. I believe our flaps are already down 1 notch, and they were, and they are again. And my position, there we go. I'm a little bit to the right, aren't I? What are brakes in this aircraft? This one? Nope. That one, okay. I meant on my yoke, what are the brakes? Alright, we're just going to turn around here. Hey, the taxi is fixed in this. Do you remember several updates ago, I guess, you couldn't turn this thing unless you were like at idle. It was horrible to taxi this. But now it's okay. Alright, let's get back out because that was still a pretty crappy turn. Let's straighten out. And let's go. It's firewalled. Why aren't we speeding up? Hello? Oh, because I bumped my reverser button and this doesn't have reversers. So I bumped it and it was trying to go backwards. Alrighty, here we go. Come on. I'm having a hard time staying in the middle here. But that's okay. Alright, I'm looking forward to these Australian bush trips for a very long time. Now we're finally doing them, and they're not going very smoothly. My first one was terrible, the first leg. Alright, gear coming up. Let's get some speed and flaps coming up. And we're immediately going to engage autopilot. Just because. Things weren't going so well for me. Alright, let's see here. Gotta have a little bit of fun, right? Beautiful looking town. Beautiful looking sky. Got some mountains. Let's hop outside. At least with the drone, there's no HUD. That would make me so mad. There you go. That's where we took off from. Those are the hills we went over in the previous leg, in the previous video. And my approach in this thing was absolutely hideous. Hopefully this leg will go much more smoothly. As I said, this plane isn't bad, but we're not exactly best friends either. Yeah, anyway, there's the sun glistening over the water. There's a nice little town there. And I'm just enjoying the scenery. So what are we going to do? We are going to, golf course, keep climbing to that peak, I guess. And when we reach that peak, we'll have to read about the next thing. If you want to know exactly where the peak is, because we are using GPS, that peak is right here, which is what I expected it to be. And then the next POI is right after that. So we'll get to the peak, rejoin you, and we'll read about the next POI or two. And then we will continue. So I will see you in a brief moment or so. Alright, we're still climbing. We're barely going to get 1,000 feet above the train. Ooh, that's a great shot, isn't it? Nice. So, we are going to get some train turbulence. There's our peak right under the nose. We'll hop outside in a second to look at it together. I think... Can you see it? There we go. Sticking our nose into the glass. Alright, let's hop outside for a second and then we will read about the next two places. We're going to enjoy the scenery right now. So far this leg is going much more smoothly than the previous leg. That's good. Hopefully the landing will be okay too. Alright, looking back as we level off here. Very cool. Who knew Australia would be so awesome to fly over? I'm kind of kidding, because of course it would be, right? Anywhere would be, but it does look impressive. Alrighty, let's hop inside. And let's go like this while we read about the next two things we're going to do. Keeps opening up again. Warren Gorge. You're from the Dutchman Stern. Head northeast to Warren Gorge, one of the gems of the Flinders Range, due to its multicolored rock forms. And then just after that, we'll go to Wat Sugarloaf, a prominent mountain in the Flinders Range, or the Flinders Ring, that stands 2,000 feet above sea level. So we're going to keep this altitude until we start heading into airport then. So we're looking for multicolored rocks, and we're looking for a sugarloaf. Right now, though, let's look outside because we're turning, and it looks fabulous. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I like this back seat. This is cool. Very cool. Alrighty. So that's about it. So we're going to head that way. If you want to look on the map where we're headed here. 7 is just right here. We'll look for multicolored rocks right there. Then we have a ways to go to get to the range. which is off. GPS over here, and then we get to the airport. So I'm gonna do a little bit more sightseeing and rest my voice, and then when we get to POI 8, we'll start our descent without a picture of what it looks like. Oh man, that's gonna be interesting to find, isn't it? What do they call it? Wilpena Pound Airport. Alrighty, we'll read about that in the approach in a little bit. Enjoy the sightseeing. So somewhere over there is our airport. We should be seeing it soon. I'm not going to lose altitude until I've seen it, especially because in this aircraft I can't see anything. It's not showing up on our GPS though. If I zoom out, it should be like right in here, and it's not. If I zoom in, it's not there yet. So I'm not sure what's going on because our other airport was showing up. So I don't know. Hopefully it shows up. We don't have to guess. I don't want to use GPS to fly us over it and then we have to circle around, but if we do, we do. I'm just wondering where it is. But anyway, really nice sightseeing. I kind of noticed the multicolored rocks back there, but I was more focused on not hitting the mountains and making sure our altitude was good, given what the description said. Yeah, so this should fly straight into the airport that's not showing up. So somewhere up there is an airport. And there's no reference image. So I don't even know what we're looking for. I could Google map it, but I only do that if I really have to, if I'm really desperate. Maybe that's it right there, perhaps. Don't know. Oh, there we go. Is it going to show up now? Finally. This is too far. Yep. That has to be it. Okay, so we're going to keep this trajectory and then dogleg into the left. Nope, it's going to fly straight at it. So we have to come out to the right, swing to the right, and then fly in. But we will do that once we have it in sight. We are kind of high. Maybe, oh, is it that right there, that huge thing? I bet it is. Okay, let's kill autopilot. And let's go like this, and let's zoom this in a little bit so when we get closer we can line up better if we need to. Let's bring back throttles a little bit so we descend but keep our speed. That has to be it. That's a big structure in the desert between mountain ranges, so that has to be it up there. If not, oh wait, maybe that's it there. I'm like, that's it. No, it isn't. That might be it though. I don't know. If that's it, then we have to go over this range and come in. That's not it, is it? Again, there's no reference image. let's go like this. I mean, it does say go along the peak, right? It says, yeah, well, each of the prominent line of mountains. Go over the town of Hawker. That must be what this is the town of Hawker there, maybe? And then the airport is up there. I don't know, I better slow down a little bit and clear my throat, and then get lined up for the airport. What do you think? You think that's it right there? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that has to be the town. And these are some mountains. And there's a road. Let's keep our speed up, though. Where is this airport? This is a tricky little one. What if the airport's over there and the GPS is wrong? I don't know. Let's slow down, though. Buy ourselves a lot of time. Do you see an airport? Is this it here? Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, let's get geared down then. Get some drag going. So hard to see with that structure there. And there it is. Slow down a little bit. So we'll pitch up and slow us down. Use throttles to control the descent, which you do not want to descend for a set of flaps. Yeah, let's not descend quite yet. Well, stay within flap range, though. We don't want to destroy the aircraft after we do the leg. Although you can continue where you start on the ground and you take off from the road or something, and then you land, but that's not what we want to do. Alrighty, let's do second set of flaps. And let's not lose sight of the runway again. Okay, so this is twice I'm having a hard time descending this. So either my seating position is too low. That's not it. That's not working either. Is it? I don't know. I can't remember what the seating position button is. So I can raise it up a little bit. We'll have to try a few things in a moment here. Maybe page up, page down. Whatever I set it to, it's been customized. Because I cannot see this runway. I have to be sitting too low. Because it feels right when I do this, right? It feels right, but I can't see it. So, alright, gear down, both flaps down. We just need to, jeez. We just need to watch our speed here. Not hit the trees. Because we learned before that the trees count. If you hit them, you're in trouble. See, I can't see anything. This can't be the right seating position. Because see, I mean, we're not, is our attitude terrible? I just, something's not right here. I have flown thousands of planes, tens of thousands of times. I'm not brand new to this. Why am I struggling? Anyway, let's just touch down gently. Nose wheel down carefully, hit the brakes. Flaps coming in to keep us on the ground, and let's just end this thing, and then I'll work on seating position next time. I mean, it's okay. It was a little rough on the touchdown, but I got to figure something out, so I'll do that off camera. But anyway, like, subscribe, 1 like per video, and you'll get notified when the leg 3 video comes out. See you then.